What I find so shocking and unnecessary is the lack of communication between top level management and the people who are customer facing. There doesn't seem to be an interaction. So when I coach leaders and managers, time is not spent on effective communication, teaching them how to resolve conflicts, how to be available to the client, how to be empathetic towards the client. Sure, the top level management know how to do that very well, but why not invest in your first point of contact and make sure that these people are trained top notch and have a good reason to stay with your company? What we find a lot of the times is these people that are the first point of contact are paid very lowly and are not treated effectively enough. And so we replace them quite easily, but senior management we keep for a long time no matter what they do. And I believe that the first point of contact is where you really need to spend the time explaining to them how to deal with customers, how to resolve conflict, and how to communicate. Effective communication is a lot more than following a script. It is understanding the words behind the words. And that's what I teach with NLP. So if a customer calls up and they're very angry and they say, your computer system is terrible. I've tried to log in 10 times and, you guys have built the worst system under the planet. Now, how do you respond to that? Most people would take offense. The second person would say, oh, I'm sorry that you're having a bad day. And that sounds useful, but it's not. I mean, what I teach people is that to put yourself in the customer's position and think about their frustration. Now, using the words that they are expressing, communicate with them in their language, which would mean that if you were a loved one and someone called you, how would you respond? Would you say, I'm sorry, sir, that's not my problem, I hope you feel better? Or would you say, oh my God, that's terrible, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Let me see what I can do to make your life a little more easier. Just using words like that automatically puts the client at ease, knowing that their best interests are being taken care of and they're not just a number. It's amazing how much you can learn as a salesperson from just listening to what the customer is saying. And I did this so effectively teaching one of the salespeople who are car dealers on how to read people and what they're looking for. There's so much in body language, so much in the posture, so much in the way people speak that will be able to help you, not just to sell to them, but to be able to give them what they need. For instance, if you have a customer and they walked into the store and said, we'd like a car, your first question would be, what car do you want? Now, that's not the right question. I would say rather, what car would suit your purposes? And what are the reasons for you buying a car? Now, if you listen carefully and understand NLP models and understand how people effectively communicate, then you can tailor your sales pitch to them to really be able to connect with them. So if I had to come in and say, I want a car that is safe, that is luxurious, that is slick, that is fancy, that is exciting. If you look at the patterns of the words that I'm saying slick, I'm saying exciting, I'm saying safe. Am I talking about a car or how I would like to feel driving that car? So these kind of people are feelings people. They feel the world. They don't see the world first, they feel the world first. Then they see it. And then they understand it. And then they may hear it. But if you don't know this and then you respond in a way that doesn't connect with them, you won't be able to give them a solution that is effective for them. And that's what I teach on how to recognize the different type of people there are out there and how to effectively communicate with them. Customer satisfaction goes up tremendously, but also employee retention goes up because employees feel like they're really making a difference to people's lives. And ultimately, that's what we all want. We don't want to be a number answering a call, solving a problem, put the phone down. We want to connect with human beings just as much as the customer wants to connect with human beings. So does an employee or a customer service representative feel like they're having a very useful contribution to the company. So an effective leader would make sure that they transmit to them the value the employee has for the overall organization, not just a number in an entire balance sheet that would then result in profit or loss. But but really getting them to buy into the company and let them share in the successes, overall successes of the company.